Bangor. From the Great North Woods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, police seize a large amount of drugs and guns following a bust in Hamden.
Plus, Maine's Attorney General is apologizing for having a romantic relationship with an employee.
And people speak out in Augusta on a bill that would provide Mainers with property tax relief. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll have those stories coming up. But first, to check with the forecast, kind of a gray, slippery start to the day. We had some freezing rain overnight that's kind of left a lot of things just coated in ice.
Yep.
Things should be thawing out pretty nicely. But several schools did delay their openings today for a couple of hours just to give everybody a chance to get there safely.
Right.
So.
Yeah, definitely that type of weather where your first step out onto the stairs or porch or whatever, be careful with that first step.
Railing, because you might end up down in the dooryard.
It was it was surprisingly slick, in Craig's words.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, here's Devin Biggs with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members-only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. All right, let's get things rolling after this morning. Got the map zoomed into the northern parts of the state. This is the only part of the area that's still under that winter weather advisory that drops at 9 a.m. this morning. But otherwise, though, we've been watching precipitation moving through, bringing us a little bit of a wintry mix, especially some freezing rain in a few spots. We're catching a break. The final wave is moving through now. We'll catch a break for the rest of the day, maybe even seeing some sunshine during the afternoon period. Maybe another small wave with some rain showers possible along the coast later this afternoon to the evening time frame. Let's zoom things out. So we have this little wave moving through now. Notice a sharp break right behind it, maybe a few light rain showers. So again, sunshine cannot be ruled out this afternoon before a few early evening rain showers develop, and then we'll look good after that. Futurecast showing that chance for some sunshine this afternoon. Quick little burst of rain showers early in the evening, but a lot of sunshine to start things off for your Friday. The winds won't be too bad either, mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour today and tonight, but they start to get gusty again as we head towards tomorrow, so we'll have to be careful with that. I wouldn't be surprised to see some advisories issued along the coast as a result of the wind. So for today, mid-50s, that morning wintry mix and rain will switch over to decreasing clouds during the afternoon, highs in the mid-50s, southwest wind at about 5 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Overall, a mostly cloudy sky, a wintry mix switching over to rain during the morning, but decreasing clouds for the afternoon. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. A former Holton resident is expected to plead guilty to manslaughter charges today. Leanne Daigle was arrested in Massachusetts back in June in connection with the discovery of a baby that was found abandoned in a gravel pit more than 35 years ago. A neighbor's dog discovered the child's body in Frenchville in 1985 and carried it back home. Authorities determined the baby had been abandoned in sub-zero weather, but it took decades before they had enough evidence to make an arrest. Daigle was originally charged with murder, but she is expected to plead guilty to the lesser charge of manslaughter. She'll appear in a Holton courtroom today to answer to those charges.
Hamden police say they seized roughly $85,000 worth of drugs and several firearms as part of an ongoing investigation. According to a post on the department's Facebook page, police arrested Benjamin Saras of Hamden and seized 4 firearms from his Hamden residence. A search warrant was subsequently executed in Orrington, where 2 more firearms were seized, along with various drugs. Police seized more than a pound of suspected methamphetamine, 82 grams of suspected fentanyl, and 63 grams of crack cocaine. Saras faces illegal possession of firearms and drug trafficking charges. The investigation remains ongoing.
Concern and alarm in one Maine community after deputies say students had a weapon inside a high school. The York County Sheriff and Messabesic school officials said on Monday they learned students were on school grounds with a weapon. Some students say that weapon was a gun, something investigators have not confirmed at this point.
Apparently this dude brought a gun to school last week, and they didn't tell us until yesterday.
Officials say they were made aware on Monday of pictures and videos of RSU 57 students with that weapon. That's when the county sheriff was notified. The school's resource officer, investigators, and school personnel identified the students involved. Investigators say they then searched their homes and conducted interviews and say that's when they seized the weapon in question and issued criminal trespass notices to the students. that prohibits them from visiting any RSU 57 property. In a press release, school officials urged community members to report anything that potentially poses a threat to schools. Investigators arrested one person so far, and the York County Sheriff's Office says more arrests are anticipated as that investigation continues.
Bangor's school committee approved a budget for the coming fiscal year. The $56.5 million is more than 6% higher than the previous year. At this point, it's unclear how this will impact local taxes. According to the Bangor Daily, though, the budget includes almost $900,000 more than was expected from the state. One of the biggest increases for the coming year is the cost to provide special education services.
Maine Attorney General Aaron Fry says he made an error in judgment. He said that in connection with his delay in disclosing a relationship with a worker whom he supervised for months. The Democrat issued a statement late Tuesday in which he said Chief Deputy Attorney General Christopher Taub will supervise that worker moving forward as that personal relationship continues. Fry says it was an error in judgment that he didn't take the step sooner to, quote, ensure that we have appropriate boundaries, end quote. The Republican minority leader in the Maine House says he now has concerns about Fry serving in the position after his admission.
Maine Senate Republicans held a press conference Wednesday afternoon to shed more light on 6 bills involving vaccine mandates and religious and philosophical exemptions that were the subjects of a 12-hour public hearing on Monday. All senators who attended the press conference agreed it's time to remove vaccine mandates and implement exemptions.
What is the reason we deserve a religious exemption from these vaccines? We deserve a personal philosophy exemption from these vaccines. It is discrimination, no matter how you look at it.
Senator Marianne Moore, who represents Washington County and parts of Hancock County, says Maine is one of only 6 states that do not allow non-medical vaccine exemptions.
Maine was on the national stage on Wednesday as First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visited Southern Maine Community College down in South Portland. The tour highlighted workforce training and the state's free community college program. The First Lady got a first-hand look at the trade programs within SMCC. She toured the precision machining lab where students learn to fabricate metal parts for the school's automotive garage, where a first-of-its-kind electric vehicle program is now underway. Dr. Biden, who's a community college teacher herself in Virginia, didn't take any questions during the tour, but she did highlight the importance of funding these programs.
A public hearing on Wednesday focused on a proposed bill that aims to provide relief to homeowners impacted by rising property taxes. Our Matthew Duroncic has the story.
Republican Representative Austin Terrio of Fort Kent says he wants to save homeowners money with his bill and act to increase the homestead exemption to $50,000.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't meet somebody at the restaurant or the grocery store and they're asking me, what are we going to do about property taxes? Property taxes are getting out of control.
Should this bill become law, property tax exemptions for homesteads would increase from $25,000 to $50,000 beginning on or after April 1st, 2024. It would also add provisions increasing the rate of state reimbursements to municipalities that lost any revenue. During the public meeting, Winthrop resident John Nichols came to the podium to oppose the bill.
If my house gets jacked up to 3 times what I'm appraised at now, then the exemption becomes kind of a drop in the bucket. I have a feeling that the assessors could take that in mind and reassess my house at 3 or 4 times the current rating, and it would jump my taxes. It would double or triple my taxes.
Terrio says he'd like to get more public input on how to improve the proposed law.
The gentleman that came today testified on what he's seeing in his community. We're here to represent folks from all across the state, and we can only be the voice as long as they tell us what to do.
The bill will be worked on during the Taxation Committee's workshop session next Wednesday. In Augusta, Matthew Duroncic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
A public hearing will be held in Augusta today concerning a bill that would eliminate certain motor vehicle inspections. The bill would repeal certain statutory provisions requiring inspections for motor vehicles registered in the state of Maine, except for those registered for commercial motor vehicles, trailers, and semi-trailers. The bill's sponsor, Representative Chad Collins of Dover Foxcroft, says data shows that having your vehicle inspected or uninspected has no bearing on whether or not it's involved in a motor vehicle accident. Average people cannot always afford to fix minor defects that do not affect performance, operability, or passenger safety. It's time to review this policy in light of the fact that we already have an unsafe vehicle law on the books. The Committee on Transportation will hold a public hearing today at 1 p.m. at the State House. That'll take place in room 126. Be interesting to see what happens with that. It's been brought up many times over the year. Each time it's kind of shot down. Seems to be picking up a little bit more steam this time, though. Very
interesting. I thought that they would be taking away kind of trivial aspects of the inspection, but it makes sense to
I think they're just talking to do it every other year rather than every year. So
interesting. Sounds good. All right, the time now is 8:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, there appears to be a breakthrough in the search for a company to run the Hamden trash facility. We'll have the details.
But first, another check of your weather forecast. Kind of a messy start to the day, but things will start clearing up as the day rolls along. The highs will be near 55 degrees. Some early rain showers overnight with lows in the mid-30s. Tomorrow, a nicer day, maybe even some sunshine. That'll help warm us all up. The highs tomorrow around 47.
Toyota's all-wheel drive vehicles not only conquer the elements, Toyota conquers its competitors by sheer selection. You see, Toyota has 20 different all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models. That's more than Subaru, more than Honda, more than Jeep. Conquer most anything with the 202 horsepower all-wheel drive Camry or the fun all-wheel drive Corolla Cross, both with Toyota Safety Sense technology included. See your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
AC Electric Corp is seeking a skilled AC/DC electric motor technician for its Bangor Motor Shop. This position involves disassembly, testing, repairing, and reassembly of electric motors and equipment. AC Electric Corp is willing to train someone with 5 years of auto or equipment mechanic experience. AC Electric Corp offers 401k matching, paid time off, health and dental insurance, along with a great work environment. If interested in applying, please call Tina at 945-9487.
Who's got a motive?
Why am I the bad guy?
Accused is TV's most captivating new crime show.
Guilty as charged.
This is a nightmare.
And now you can watch it anytime.
I just shot someone.
I'm gonna fix this, I promise. Accused, all new Tuesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Well, it was an unforgettable day for students at Herman Middle School who got the chance to speak with a U.S. Senator. They've been learning how our government works in the classroom, and yesterday they were visited by someone who helps make it happen. Senator Susan Collins was invited to speak to 8th graders about her work in Washington. She told the students about her day-to-day duties and also encouraged them to follow their own dreams.
You can be whatever you want to be. If I can go from the halls of Caribou High School to the chambers of the United States Senate, it just proves that if you work hard, follow your dream, and are determined, you can achieve your goal.
Senator Collins says she was inspired to pursue a life in public service by her parents, who also served as town leaders in her hometown of Caribou. She said a visit with late Senator Margaret Chase Smith also inspired her. That's when she knew that even a young girl from northern Maine could one day become a leader.
Maybe future lawmakers in that group, too.
Absolutely.
Who knows? Well, the Municipal Review Committee, which is the oversight committee that has been working to fundraise for the Hamden trash plant, has found a new company to manage the operation there. Devin Dagnall has the story.
It was announced Wednesday morning that the Municipal Review Committee has committed to exclusivity with Innovative Resources Recovery, also referred to as just Innovative.
They do share a lot of the same visions the MRC shares. They're very excited about this plant and what it can do, but they also show a lot more excitement over the plant being there, everything being brand new, and the potential of it even doing more than what it can already do.
According to the executive director of the MRC, Michael Carroll, Innovative had shown interest in taking over the Hampton trash plant in the past, but were not able to discuss a partnership with the MRC due to previous exclusivity agreements. At the present moment, Innovative is still looking over a few finer details before completely taking the reins, but MRC President Karen Fussell says she's confident the agreement will go through.
They did their review and analysis coming into this agreement, because as part of this agreement, they provided the MRC $350,000 deposit. They did enough background research to think that this looked like a good investment, was interesting to them, and had a lot of potential. So now they're doing the hard work, the numbers, the legal work.
According to Fussell, they hope the agreement will be finalized by June 2nd of this year. Carroll says after the plans are finalized, customers can expect the same service and rates for years to come.
Our current contracts, which we're going to assign, our members are locked in for 15 years at a rate with an annual CPI adjustment.
Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Army National Guard hosted local ROTC and JROTC cadets for its Guard Day at the Bangor Army Aviation Support Facility. Maine Army National Guard units from around the state showcased their assigned missions, training, and equipment. The event introduces prospective officers and students to various career opportunities within the Army National Guard. Cadets got an up-close look at medical ambulances, tactical communications systems, armored security, and weapons of mass destruction response vehicles, as well as aviation assets and various weapons systems.
It's essentially to get a little bit of more understanding and get a chance to talk to some people who are actually in the respective branches in the National Guard. We've got infantry, aviation here. We've got logistics, military police, and
says the event is especially helpful to younger cadets who are still undecided about their career path.
Very neat. Well, the time now is 8:17. Coming up after the break, we'll hear from a biologist about how Maine's moose population is faring.
Plus, all the latest regarding the unsealed indictment of former President Donald Trump. We'll be right back with the details.
Now is the time to consider taking care of your driveway or parking lot. With more than 25 years experience, Harvey Paving and Seal Coating specializes in asphalt maintenance. A fantastic way to extend the life of your asphalt is by taking care of it, and we will fill in all the cracks and seal coat afterwards. This leaves your driveway with a beautiful finish looking like new. Why not increase the curb appeal of your residential or commercial space? Give us a call today at Harvey Paving and Seal Coating for a free quote, 262-0154.
This is going to be great. Taking the shawl off? Okay, I did it. Is he looking at my hairline?
Is plaque psoriasis making you rethink your everyday choices? Otezla is a pill, not a cream or injection, that can help people with plaque psoriasis achieve clearer skin. And no routine blood tests required. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla have depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Doctors have been prescribing Otezla for over 8 years. Don't hesitate. Ask your doctor about Otezla today.
NexGard is the flea and tick protection that's #1 with vets. Your vet trusts it for her patients and her own dog. Plus, its delicious beef flavor is #1 with dogs. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Ask your vet about NexGard.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Experts say there's a challenging dynamic between winter ticks and Maine's beloved moose population. But this year's data on how many calves actually survive their first year is in a stark contrast to last year. We spoke to moose biologist Lee Cantor from the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife to understand what's fueling the change and whether it's a sign of a trend. Beth Jones has more.
Experts say every year, tens of thousands of winter ticks find a moose host in the fall season and feed off it the entire winter into spring. This time of year, specifically April, is what they call the month of death because, especially for a younger, more vulnerable moose, it's the time when they will likely succumb to that long drain on their blood and die. For 17 years now during the fall moose hunt, researchers with the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife have looked at the tick loads on moose and tracked the calves. The 2021 fall tick count was heavy, so in spring of last year, they saw 61 out of the 70 calves they tracked die due to winter ticks. What's grabbed headlines is one of the lowest tick counts ever this past fall, and of the 69 calves they tracked through the winter, only 4 have died of winter ticks so far.
And what people are going to see this year, knock on wood, is that if we lost 87% of the calves last year and things continue the way they are this year, where it's a good year, we're going to have way higher survival. We may have, and I can't predict this, but we're going to have much higher survival, and they're going to see those two extremes. And so our moose population going into this year could have a little bump up, and actually that's a positive thing.
Cantor says winter ticks lay thousands of eggs in the spring, but the weather plays a major role in whether those ticks survive long enough to find a host. They can dry out in the summer, get too wet from rainfall, or be knocked down by wind and early snowfall.
But if you're looking at ticks on moose in October, you're going to have a good idea of whatever the weather was there a lot or was there a little? And that's where we've seen this real dramatic change in the last 2 years.
While Cantor is happy to see Maine moose have a good year in terms of survival, he says he's cautiously optimistic and is keeping his eye on the bigger picture.
But it's one good year, out of the 17 years we've been looking at winter ticks on moose, we've had a few good years and a lot more bad years. And what that means is that your population is slowly going down. If it was the opposite, we'd be going the other way. So we'll take a good year, but it's going to be what happens over the long term.
All 3 major indexes finished mixed yesterday after traders got another disappointing economic data sheet. Fox Business Network's Lydia Liu has a look at this story and more in Fox Means Business.
The private sector is tapping the brakes on hiring. The payroll firm ADP says private companies added 145,000 new jobs in March. That was well below expectations and a lot fewer than the previous month. Now, all eyes will be on the government's big jobs report. It comes out Friday morning. The weak ADP report making investors a little nervous Wednesday. It was a big reason why the stock market closed mixed. And working for a private company appears to cause less stress than working for Uncle Sam. 52% of government employees tell the company Eagle Hill Consulting they are burned out. Meanwhile, only 45% of private sector workers say they are feeling the same way. And finally, a majority of families say they're ready to splurge on vacation in the coming months. That's because, according to Slick Deals, more than 8 in 10 of them are planning to spend the same amount of money or even more on summer travel this year. That's business. I'm Lydia Hu.
Beach days are just around the corner.
Yeah.
I can feel it. We're getting there.
I'm ready for it. I need it.
Right, I know. Some sun.
Yeah.
Hey, on that note, let's throw it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members-only services and benefits. It's a perfect get for your loved ones. Alrighty, here we are. So the last little bit of a winter weather advisory will drop at around 9 a.m. this morning. In the northern parts of the state, the rest of the area has lost their winter weather advisory as things will be improving as you do move forward in time. Wave heights a little active out there this morning at around 3 to 5 feet according to the buoy. buoys, but overall, we're looking pretty good. So we're going to be watching for these to remain rather stable, but increasing tomorrow with gusty winds that will be moving in yet again. We've been watching some active weather moving in from the west going toward the east. We have one more wave of some rain and a little bit of a wintry mix moving through this morning. We'll switch over to a little bit of rain. But honestly, though, as we head towards the afternoon period, we'll see some decrease in clouds. Some of these clouds will give way to a little bit of sunshine from time to time as well. Temperatures will get a boost thanks to this warm front too, as we'll make it into the 50s today before we cool off briefly again. But once we get the system through, we will calm down for a few days, though. And in fact, Easter Sunday looking very nice, at least at this point. So futurecast moving forward again to that morning wintry mix and a few rain showers. By the afternoon, a mixture of clouds and sunshine, maybe another little wave of some rain showers. It's not showing up on this particular forecast model run, but maybe a few early evening rain showers can be ruled out later on tonight as well before the clouds break up, and we'll see a lot of sunshine to start things off here Friday. Maybe a few passing clouds in a few spots. If there is any snow, it will stay to the north, but I do think we'll be dry as we head towards your Friday as well before we really start to clear out as we head towards Friday night and to Saturday. Let's talk temperatures. We haven't talked about these in a while. It was a warm day Tuesday, highs in the 50s. Otherwise, we were stable with near or slightly below average temperatures. We were 11 degrees below average yesterday. We're going to be above normal today. Our average high is 49 degrees. We'll reach for the mid-50s today, falling back into the 40s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 60s. Look at this, making a return as we head towards Monday, Tuesday, and also into your Wednesday. So a forecast for today, mid-50s, a morning wintry mix switching over to rain, then decreasing clouds for the afternoon, southwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Tonight, here we go, mid-30s, a few early rain showers moving in, otherwise partly cloudy. That south wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, upper 40s, partly cloudy and windy, west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Maryland Monroe Spa's extended forecast. So already mostly sunny on Saturday, highs in the lower 40s. Easter Sunday, lots of sunshine, highs in the upper 40s. Lower 60s on Monday with a mostly sunny sky.
I've been in a few accidents and had surgery on my right foot first and contracted a blood disorder. I had quite a few seizures after that and then had a massive stroke. That was a really rough time in my life. Donna has helped me through so much. She knew exactly what I was going through, and she made sure that I had nurses in my home. She helps me with all of my medications. She coordinates all my rides to any facility I need to go to. She talks to my doctors personally. Thanks to Donna, I'm sitting in my own home and I'm getting the care I need and I'm getting all the therapy I need. It's made my life tremendously easier.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you, Donna?
I am okay. How's your morning been? You're not overdoing, are you?
No, I'm not overdoing it.
Okay, remember you are in recovery. You come first.
She gives me hope. She gives me faith. She puts a smile on my face every time I talk to her. I call her my second sister, and I've never even met her. Hello.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it is good to meet you.
I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for me.
That's what I'm here for. I love being able to make your life easier when I can and get you the care you need.
And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll never forget you.
Never forget you either, buddy.
If I didn't have Donna in my life, I don't think that I'd be sitting where I'm sitting right now.
The indictment against former President Donald Trump has been unsealed. Now his attorneys are preparing their defense. Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera has more.
Donald Trump's defense attorneys are combing through a 16-page indictment accusing the former president of falsifying business records. Judge Juan Merchan giving them until August 8th to file motions in the case. Prosecutors can then respond before the judge issues a ruling at the next hearing scheduled for later this year.
The first step as a defense attorney for Donald Trump is to look at the indictment analyze the charges, and start thinking about how are we going to attack these charges even before trial.
Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg alleges Mr. Trump falsified records about hush money payments that were made to bury potential damaging stories before the 2016 election. Former Trump attorney Michael Cohen admitted to arranging one of those payments in coordination with the former president. Prosecutors say some reimbursement checks given to Cohen came directly from Trump's bank account.
That removes a layer or two of insulation between the former president and Cohen. What'll be really interesting is to see if there's documentary evidence and other evidence that tends to corroborate what the witnesses say.
Trump has denied the claims against him, and federal prosecutors previously declined to file charges. Legal experts expect Trump's attorneys to argue that the case is selective prosecution.
When you're going to bring on a charge against the former president of the United States, it needs to be solid. And I believe it was very underwhelming.
Mr. Trump faces separate investigations from the Justice Department and a Georgia grand jury.
Madeline Rivera reporting. Meanwhile, an historic and high-level meeting in California as House Speaker Kevin McCarthy welcomed Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen. McCarthy becomes the senior-most U.S. figure to meet a Taiwanese leader on U.S. soil since 1979. Yesterday's meeting at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library risks inflaming already tense relations between the U.S. and China, which claims Taiwan as its own.
A pandemic-era law that helped uninsured Americans get health care coverage has come to an end. Now states have a little over a year to determine who still qualifies to be in the Medicaid program, which means millions will be left without coverage again. Fox's Steve Harrigan has more.
Starting this week, millions of Americans are at risk of losing their Medicaid coverage. During the pandemic, states were prohibited from kicking people off the low-income health insurance program. But after a 3-year pause, those rules have been lifted.
An additional about 20 million people gained coverage on Medicaid, through Medicaid, during the past 3 years. And we estimate that about 15 million people may lose coverage.
The pandemic-era declaration ends on May 11th, but states can start the process now and have up to 14 months to remove people who don't qualify. But experts say the process could affect those who are still eligible, too.
Many people will be disenrolled even though they remain eligible, simply because they face administrative barriers with completing the renewal process. Maybe they don't get the notice in the mail. Maybe they get it, but it's not in a language they understand.
States will be sending out renewal notices to people whose eligibility will have to be determined, and they will have at least 30 days to respond to the request. Each state will have a slightly different process, but in general, they will want updates on things like income, address, and number of dependents. The information will come through the regular channels by mail, phone, email, or by website for individuals who have set up online Medicaid accounts.
Don't ignore it. When you get that notice from the state, open it and take action.
Healthcare advocates say it's critical to reach out to your local Medicaid office. In Atlanta, Steve Harrigan, Fox News.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, calling all truck lovers out there, a certain municipal vehicle is up for sale in Orono that would be sure to turn heads if you had it parked in your driveway.
That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Does your vehicle need a little more work? Have an odd sound coming from somewhere? Bring it over to Jackson's Automotive in Old Town. We have the best technicians and offer a fair price. We also accept all aftermarket protection plans. Now, if you're unable to drive your vehicle to us, we can help you get it here. Also, if you'd like to protect your vehicle for years to come, we offer Wool Wax undercarriage protection. We're located at 546 Main Street in Old Town. Give us a call at 827-2676.
Bathfitter is a better way to remodel your tub. Precise measuring means the perfect fit. The Bathfitter tub-over-tub process means no mess or stress. A custom-made tub and seamless wall mean a watertight fit. Premium acrylic means it lasts a lifetime. And all this together means a great value. Bathfitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Thursday, April 6th, 2023, and it's National Burrito Day.
I think it should be a national holiday every year.
Yeah, we get it off to go eat burritos.
Sorry, I can't come in today. Got to eat some burritos. This is the day to celebrate everyone's appreciation for burritos. The Mexican dish is popular all over the world, but it has only been offered here in America since the 1930s. It's almost hard to imagine a time when burritos didn't exist.
Yeah, and there's so many options in Bangor. I know. I personally love Las Palapas, so I may have to go there later.
Great Mexican food. We have Miguel's here in Bangor too, which they have great Mexican food, margaritas. So I think it's definitely a day for burrito.
Plenty of options, and I'm going to Orno, and there's a taquerita there, so who knows?
You go.
There's
they
just
make
too
burritos
many options.
too.
Yeah. You said what's the issue? What's the dilemma with burritos though that you were talking about earlier? So, rice or no rice?
Oh yeah, that's kind of a debate. It's kind of like chili. Should chili have beans or not? That's the same thing with burritos. Should they have rice or not? And I say yes.
I don't think I've had a burrito that doesn't have rice in it, but I propose a taste test. Like a chili cook-off, I would like a burrito.
You know, I've got to judge a bunch of competitions over the year. Chowder, chili, all that kind of thing.
That is so cool.
We need a burrito contest. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll have to get on that.
Yeah, actually did a Bloody Mary contest once too. That was a lot of fun.
On air? I think I remember you talking about this.
No, that was definitely not on air. But it was a good time though.
I feel okay. That's cool though too. Yeah.
Maybe Bloody Marys and burritos.
Breakfast burritos. Okay, we got to stop because I'm too excited. Okay, moving on now on this day in history. In 1896, the first modern Olympic Games were formally opened in Athens, Greece. Seems very fitting there. In 1909, American explorers Robert Peary and Matthew Henson became the first men to reach the North Pole.
Kind of controversial too. I mean, they claimed it, but a lot of people wondered, did they really make it there?
Right. Right. That makes sense. Good point. In 1924, a team of aviators began the first around-the-world flight in history. They took off from Seattle and reached the same location 157 days later. And in 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson authorized the use of U.S. ground troops in Vietnam.
Today's birthdays include actor Billy D. Williams, who is 85, actor Paul Rudd, the sexiest man alive, is 53. He was People magazine.
Yes, I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Rocker Axl Rose is 61. This is also the birthday of late President Ronald Reagan and baseball great Babe Ruth.
A lot of people have birthdays today. Very cool. Very cool. Moving on now. I mean, the weather is not necessarily sunny, perfect, eat your burrito outside weather. It's kind of rainy.
Yeah, any day's a good day for a burrito as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
But good comfort food on a day like today.
Good point. Yeah. Good point. Let's throw it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members-only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. All right, let's get things rolling after this morning. Got the map zoomed into the northern parts of the state. This is the only part of the area that's still under that winter weather advisory that drops at 9 a.m. this morning. But otherwise, though, we've been watching precipitation moving through, bringing us a little bit of a wintry mix, especially some freezing rain in a few spots. We're catching a break. The final wave is moving through now. We'll catch a break for the rest of the day, maybe even seeing some sunshine during the afternoon period. Maybe another small wave with some rain showers possible along the coast later this afternoon to the evening time frame. Let's zoom things out. So we have this little wave moving through now. Notice a sharp break right behind it, maybe a few light rain showers. So again, sunshine cannot be ruled out this afternoon before a few early evening rain showers develop, and then we'll look good after that. Futurecast showing that chance for some sunshine this afternoon. Quick little burst of rain showers early in the evening, but a lot of sunshine to start things off for your Friday. The winds won't be too bad either, mainly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour today and tonight, but they start to get gusty again as we head towards tomorrow, so we'll have to be careful with that. I wouldn't be surprised to see some advisories issued along the coast as a result of the wind. So for today, mid-50s, that morning wintry mix and rain will switch over to decreasing clouds during the afternoon, highs in the mid-50s, southwest wind at about 5 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Overall, mostly cloudy sky, a wintry mix switching over to rain during the morning, but decreasing clouds for the afternoon. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. All right, well, this next story is about a sale of sorts, a dream for some that could become a reality. Have you ever wanted to own your own fire truck? Orno has recently retired a truck that is now up for bid. It's got 73,000 miles on it with a 1,000-gallon water tank. Go ahead and dream of what this would look like in your driveway. Orono is accepting sealed bids until 9 a.m. on April 28th at the Town Hall. You can stop by the Orono Fire Department to see the truck Monday through Friday between 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. to take a look.
Probably we'll end up with a smaller town that can't afford a brand new truck. And the good thing about them, they're so well maintained, they last forever. But it'd be fun to have your own fire truck.
Absolutely. You know? So maybe don't be outbidding the small towns that need a fire truck.
Just think how quickly you could wash your cars if you had your own fire truck. And,
There's so many
things.
Get
the deck gun up there.
Yes,
and,
just think about it.
Just go on. Water your plants like that.
Yeah.
You know?
You haul them out of the ground with the
Probably
fire.
would,
yes. All right, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have our sports updates.
We'll also meet the pet of the week. Don't go away.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
Jerry's Used Cars has been a family-owned business for more than 30 years, currently in Corinna and Vesey. However, we have changed a little as we are no longer just a buy here, pay here dealership. We now have access to outside financing and also carry utility trailers. We would be happy to assist you with your next vehicle purchase. And don't forget, here at Jerry's Used Cars, we offer an extended warranty. So give us a call at either our Corinna or Vesey location.
Come try one of our daily specials at Pat's Pizza in Hamden.
Tuesday, spaghetti or ziti with meatballs or sausage, only $5.50.
Wednesday, large one-topping pizza, only $8.50.
Thursday, get an oven-baked wrap for only $6.
Friday is fish and fries for only $8.
And Saturday, get a small one-item pizza with a fountain soda, only $8.
Bring the family to Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road, North Hamden.
On the next Last Man Standing, Mandy spreads her wings.
You know, you were such a cute baby. And now you're my big college girl.
Oh, don't worry. There will be plenty of naked photos from both eras.
And Vanessa's going shopping.
It is a gift certificate to Toy World. Wow, I've been meaning to sneak into that place. Oh, no, not that Toy World.
Last Man Standing.
This afternoon, starting at 4 on Fox 22.
Looking to buy or sell a home? The More True team of Better Homes and Gardens works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area. Give the ladies of the More True team a call today or visit their Facebook page.
They're relentless! It's starting to feel extremely targeted!
That one really likes you! Animal Control, tonight on Fox.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's kick things off out on the diamond. Maine baseball is on fire to start conference play, sweeping their first two America East opponents, and they've been getting a ton of production from the bottom of their order, specifically the 9-hole. Ryan Sudol has the story.
It's good to get off to a hot start and start conference play 6-0. It's been great.
Maine baseball has swept their first two series in America East play and are out to their best conference start in 11 years.
That's the best part of it all, is just seeing a team win, seeing a team have success, and just going 6-0, hoping to make it 9-0, and just keep on improving.
Center fielder Dylan McNary has improved like crazy since last year, from just 7 at-bats his first season with Maine to being America East Player of the Week.
Coming off last year, had a little chip on my shoulder. 7 ABs, I wanted more. Everybody always wants more.
Well, he has nothing to lose. Yeah. He's playing the game for fun, and I think he's playing the game to win. It's what winners do.
The Villanova transfer bat .400, drove in 6 runs, and hit 2 homers in the series against UMass Lowell. He did so as he has all year, from the final spot in the order.
Being in the 9-hole, I hope they never take me out. We get a lot of fastballs down there, and then sets a table, score a lot of runs, and we got guys like Jake and Quinn and Jerry coming up after you.
So McNary is kind of a second leadoff guy, and when the top of the order doesn't come through as much, guys like him are catalysts to the team.
This past weekend, right, our top of the lineup didn't exactly produce a ton of runs for us. We don't win baseball games this past weekend without our 7, 8, 9 guys having success.
And the Black Bears look to duplicate that success this weekend against a struggling Albany team and extend their conference winning streak.
We're going to go out and try and get to their pen and try and make them show that they have some depth with their pitchers.
In Orono, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7 Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Not leaving the diamond right now. We are so close to opening day for the Portland Sea Dogs. I can almost taste those Sea Dog biscuits. Portland opens up their season on Thursday at home against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. They've got some new faces this season, but also some familiar ones too. A dozen players from last year's squad that made it to the Eastern League playoffs are back at Hadlock, including infielder Christian Koss. He's the reigning Sea Dogs MVP from a year ago. He hit .260 last season with 17 homers and 84 ribbies. The kid from Cali has certainly enjoyed his time in Portland.
I feel like you've played in parks before where the fans go there because that's just what there's to do. But I feel like the fans come here and they're in on the Sea Dogs. You know, they're in on the players. So that's a good feeling when you're out there. You know, in a close game, like knowing that the people back there freezing their butts off, you know, are still rooting for you. So it gets you going a little bit.
Sure, we've all frozen our butts off at Hadlock once or twice. As for newcomers, one of the brand new faces fans will be excited to see this year is second baseman Nick York. York was a first-round draft pick for Boston back in 2020. He is 21 years old and had a terrific spring. He also grew up in California, but he's already loving his new home and is excited to be part of the Red Sox family.
You know, just talking with teammates here and stuff, like, you know, there's no other organization that you want to be playing for. I mean, it's top tier. You know, going back to the history, they have a lot of minor leaguers coming up through their system that play on their big league team. You know, they're really good at developing players. So, you know, just to be a part of this culture, the history, you know, and hopefully contribute to that in the future, you know, it's a great honor to just be a part of it.
All right, we're glad to have him a part of it. Let's stay on the diamond now. Big baseball sports block here. Red Sox in action on Wednesday, closing out their 6-game homestand to start 2023. Sox looking to avoid being swept by Pittsburgh. Top of the fourth, first pitch of the inning, Carlos Santana gets a hold of this Corey Kluber breaking ball. That goes around the pesky pole. That makes it 1-0 Pirates. Top of the sixth now, runners on the corners for Cabrian Hayes. Drops down this beauty of a bunt. Couldn't have placed it better. Beats it out at first. That makes it 2-0. So a 4-0 hole for the Sox in the seventh. Christian Arroyo lasers this one up the middle. That counts as an infield single. Tristan Casas scores. Later in the inning, Reese McGuire. It looks like he just tied the game on one swing of the bat. That was originally called a 3-run blast. The umpires would take a second glance at it, though. Look here. That ball is called foul, rightfully so. And McGuire goes on to strike out, and that would really be the last good chance the Sox had. They fall 4-1.
We didn't play good baseball. We didn't. Obviously, the running game, we got to do a better job. We showed some flashes of, you know, good stuff, but overall, you know, like today, that wasn't good.
All right, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back.
AC Electric Corp is seeking a skilled AC/DC electric motor technician for its Bangor motor shop. This position involves disassembly, testing, repairing, and reassembly of electric motors and equipment. AC Electric Corp is willing to train someone with 5 years of auto or equipment mechanic experience. AC Electric Corp offers 401k matching, paid time off, health and dental insurance, along with a great work environment. If interested in applying, please call Tina at 945-9487.
Here at Twin City Tire and Service, you will be working with industry professionals. We have ASE certified master technicians and certified tire and lube technicians. If we need your vehicle for a duration of time, we offer a complimentary shuttle service and can even offer a loaner vehicle. Being a client at Twin City Tire and Service means that we will treat you right. This includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on mechanical repairs. We also provide you with 1 year of complimentary roadside assistance. Come see us today at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer.
Hi, this is Jason.
And this is Jessica from Tossie's Checkout,
a family-owned business located in Glenburn.
Inviting you to come experience that welcoming hometown feeling when you're visiting our neck of the woods.
You can always expect tasty treats,
pizza,
spirits,
familiar faces,
and quality gasoline.
With summer approaching and Pushaw Lake nearby,
we look forward to seeing your smiling faces. Come check us out.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out.
We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
The Pet of the Week is brought to you by Riptide Smoke Shop in Belfast.
Welcome back, everyone. We're happy to have Catherine joining us again from Bangor Humane Society with our Pet of the Week. And we're trying to coax this week's pet out, but he doesn't want to go. Is it a she or he?
Yeah, she's so happy right now.
Yeah.
So this is Lilo. I don't know if we can.
Hi, Lilo.
If we can maybe see her.
She's chilling.
She really is. She's just so content. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get up.
Good morning.
Come here. So she just had her spay surgery yesterday, and then today I've dragged her out on this adventure. So she's probably going to be looking for a good nap when we get back to the shelter.
Oh, she's real cute, though.
She really is. Look at her.
Sweetheart.
She's so friendly.
She's tiny. How old is she?
She's only 9 months old,
Yep.
so she may get a little bit bigger. But at this point, she's pretty close, I think, to full grown.
Yep.
And I did not know until I started working at the shelter about 3 years ago that most orange cats are male.
Yeah.
So she is a rarity in a way because she is an orange female. And I don't know if you can see her, but she actually has some sandier tones in here, like a more traditional tabby cat.
Yep.
Hi, will you come here?
She's curious.
She is. And she's just so friendly. When I was driving over here, I put my fingers through the grate, and she just rested her chin on my hand and was happy to be touched for a little while.
Kitty.
She came from a home with many other cats. Spay and neuter your cats, please. And I think that the woman who gave them up loved them all, but was just overwhelmed with cats. And so she came in with about 4 other siblings.
Yep.
And they're all pretty darn sweet. They're all fine with other cats.
They've been socialized.
They have. And I guess they had socialization with a dog as well, so they are potentially dog friendly.
Wow.
That's great.
She's pretty She checks all the boxes.
Chill, And she's just happy to be around people. She was in there making biscuits before we came in. Just happy to be around people.
And she's purring her head off right now. Oh, are we gonna show the belly? Oh, look at this.
She curled
There you go. There you go. Come get Lilo. This will be an easy.
That's an easy one here.
An easy sell, exactly.
Hey, you touched on the need to spay and neuter. This is the time of year when a lot of cats are making new kitties.
It's
so to
true.
speak,
We are full throttle heading into kitten season.
Yeah.
The kitten season phrase has become a little bit of a misnomer because it never really stops in the animal welfare world.
Yeah.
And we do anticipate, because of vet prices increasing and the difficulty of getting in to see a vet to get your cats spayed and neutered, we are seeing an increase in intakes right now. So call us. We can help. We've got some resources available, but yes, absolutely make it a priority. And of course, we have to, according to Maine state law, spay and neuter every dog or cat that leaves our facility. And we make sure that rabbits are taken care of as well.
But that helps control the population, as Bob Barker used to tell us all.
It's true. I forgot about that. That's true. And in fact, it has decreased our intakes. 12 or so years ago, we were at 8,000 to 10,000 animals a year, and at this point, we see 2,000 animals a year.
Wow.
So it's really working,
Yep.
and it makes it so that we can save animals from other parts of the country where they haven't adopted that philosophy yet. So it's win-win-win.
Yeah, my parents adopted their dog from Bangor Humane, and she came from Georgia, and
I have a Georgia peach too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
I don't know. I think this one wants to go home with you, Catherine.
I wish. I already have 2. Although I always say 3 is the perfect number of cats.
Right. There you go. Third time's the charm.
I don't know.
She seems like a good luck charm.
She's going to find a home really easily.
Right.
Yeah, she is. She's just purring away. And okay, we're just going to rest here today.
Yeah.
This is where you'll find us.
You can hang out here while we do the rest of the newscast. All right, Catherine, looks like we're all out of time today. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Of course, and thank you, Lilo.
Thank you, Lilo. You did great.
So sweet.
We'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members-only services and benefits. It's a perfect gift for your loved ones. Alrighty, here we are. So the last little bit of a winter weather advisory will drop at around 9 a.m. this morning. In the northern parts of the state, the rest of the area has lost their winter weather advisory as things will be improving as you do move forward in time. Wave height's a little active out there this morning at around 3 to 5 feet according to the buoys, but overall, we're looking pretty good. So we're going to be watching for these to remain rather stable, but increasing tomorrow with gusty winds that will be moving in yet again. We've been watching some active weather moving in from the west going toward the east. We have one more wave of some rain and a little bit of a wind shear mix moving through this morning. We'll switch over to a little bit of rain. But honestly, though, as we head towards the afternoon period, we'll see some decrease in clouds. Some of these clouds will give way to a little bit of sunshine from time to time as well. Temperatures will get a boost thanks to this warm front too, as we'll make it into the 50s today before we cool off briefly again. But once we get the system through, we will calm down for a few days, though. And in fact, Easter Sunday looking very nice, at least at this point. So Futurecast moving forward again to that morning wind shear mix in a few rain showers. By the afternoon, a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Maybe another little wave of some rain showers. It's not showing up on this particular forecast model run, but maybe a few early evening rain showers can be ruled out later on tonight as well before the clouds break up. And we'll see a lot of sunshine to start things off here Friday. Maybe a few passing clouds on a few spots. If there is any snow, will stay to the north, but I do think we'll be dry as we head towards your Friday as well before we really start to clear out as we head towards Friday night and to Saturday. Let's talk temperatures. We haven't talked about these in a while. It was a warm day Tuesday, highs in the 50s. Otherwise, we were stable with near or slightly below average temperatures. We were 11 degrees below average yesterday. We're going to be above normal today. Our average high is 49 degrees. We'll reach for the mid-50s today, falling back in the 40s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 60s. Look at this, making a return as we head towards Monday, Tuesday, and also into your Wednesday. So a forecast for today, mid-50s, a morning wind shear mix switching over to rain, then decreasing clouds for the afternoon, southwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Tonight, here we go, mid-30s, a few early rain showers moving in, otherwise partly cloudy. That south wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, upper 40s, partly cloudy and windy, west wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Marilyn Monroe Spa's extended forecast. So already mostly sunny on Saturday, highs in the lower 40s. Easter Sunday, lots of sunshine, highs in the upper 40s, lower 60s on Monday with a mostly sunny sky.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Here at the Eddington store, we have what you're craving. From Holton Dairy Farm products to our daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. Did I mention we have fresh cut meats? From hamburg to steaks and even fresh produce, we have what you're craving. And while you're here, don't forget your ice cream at the Dairy Bar and homemade whoopie pies. Are you low on fuel? We offer gas, diesel, and propane too. The Eddington store, we're more than your average convenience store. We look forward to seeing you.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in the state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling great, feeling good.
Oh, okay. I was going to say exactly that.
This spring.
Feeling great, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, feeling great.
One show.
Metal.
Can. We got that! Is making it rain.
You're going home with $10,000 just like that.
25 words or less.
Best game show host.
Meredith Vieira.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Animals at a zoo in London receive a few Easter surprises. Meerkats, squirrel monkeys, and Sumatran tigers played with large colored eggs filled with treats ahead of Easter Sunday. The tiger cubs practiced their pouncing skills playing with the eggs, while the meerkats enjoyed crickets found inside, and the monkeys snacked on steamed sweet potato, sweet corn, and peas.
Very cute. Betcha the tigers wish the meerkats were inside those eggs or something.
Like a little hamster in a ball.
Little treat.